said, all right, took that step forward, and it really changed. It was really great. I took it seriously. I networked. I talked to people. And they're very helpful Monroe College is so helpful. Once they see that you want it,
yes,
they have all the resources there. And and they really care. Once they see that you care, then they're gonna really care. That it's not a college that they just leave you on your own and you got to figure it out.
Right. I would definitely agree with that. So over the last 2 months, as we've been in this shelter in place situation, we have had a few events which you have been so graciously joined in and participated, the Toastmasters and the Coffee and Conversation. So can you tell us about your experience both for Coffee and Conversation and for the Toastmasters, so that at least some of the alum can see how important it is to join some of these and how it's important to network, because that's how I actually met you, and we've become friends, and now we have been connected and everything, and that's really just through the last couple of months with some of the events that we have been holding. So tell us about the experience of both Coffee and Conversation and for Toastmasters, because you've attended both.
Both of them were really great. You learn how to interact with people. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. You learn how to interact with other alumni, and also it's a great way to grow and get out of your shell. If you're not a person that doesn't want to talk to people or anything like that, I think this is the best time. During the quarantine, it sucks because we're in, but this is the best time to now, talk to people, network, kind of get yourself out there. Because before that, everybody was so busy. But just to answer your question, it was great for me because once I get comfortable, I get outgoing. I like to make jokes. It was great. Everybody was talking. I was engaged. The energy was there.
Right.
And anybody who's from Monroe College who's graduating now, this is the best time to continue to network.
Yes.
This is the best time to get on that, put yourself out there, or get some ideas. Like, for example, if Cheryl's on the line, actually, I've been talking to her a lot more. She's really been helping me, think outside the box for my business and stuff like that. And
right.
I think from those events, and that's really important. It's not even just a business aspect. You even build real relationships.
Exactly.
That's how I feel about it. Like, I like to build real relationships. Right. You know what I mean? Not just business wise.
Exactly.
I'm not just an opportunist. Like, that's just not how I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one hand washes the other.
Right.
But
yeah.
But I know, and it preps you to talk to people, engage with people. And I think to be honest, a lot of the people that graduated now, some of them don't realize that it's important to continue to stay with
yes
your connections. It's a lot of them graduate and they forget.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, and I can just speaking for myself with the Toastmasters, I've been asked to join numerous times over the course of, I couldn't tell you how many years, because Greg has been on me for the longest. And Greg, if anybody doesn't know, Greg Scotland is the president of the Toastmasters program. But he was getting me, but because of my work schedule, I was not able to. But now that I was sheltered in place, I had no excuse when they decided to pivot. As we know that's the key word now, that a lot of people, especially business owners, entrepreneurs like Joe and myself, you had to pivot your businesses. And just the fact that we had to pivot this Toastmasters series, which is held every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. So if you missed the first one, you could definitely attend the second one. Again, it's tomorrow at 6:30. But I had no excuse to not join now that it was via Zoom, because I'm in the comfort of my home. So I had no choice to say, well, Greg, I'm still downtown in the city. I can't make it uptown in time. I have no excuse. So now I will definitely encourage people, especially no matter what business you're going into, Toastmasters is very important, because it would definitely give you the platform to learn how to speak well. I don't want to say better, but to speak well. To know, pick a topic. Sometimes on the fly, you just have to pick a topic and just start speaking. And it would just give you the tools and the skills you need to improve in not even just your everyday job, but even your home, around your friends. If you decide to be a business owner, definitely the Toastmasters program will help you. For sure. All right. So Joe, tell us a little bit about Joekaratepro. So let's talk about your business, because you did attend our Alumni Entrepreneur Series. So tell us a little bit about your business, what you do, the services that you offer.
Well, basically, I come from a background of martial arts, and I'm currently a powerlifter and a strongman competitor. I started personal training 2015. I got certified in 17.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm a certified exercise therapist. Joekaratepro formed. I realized that I'm so gifted, as a black man, and I believe that we as a people should be able to give back and build. And that was something I always wanted to do.
Right.
Because I always complain about it because I realize like a lot of us in our community, we don't have that much support, and I feel like whoever had that chance to even fight to even get out there should be able to bring it back and kind of build that seed. But basically, I'm not gonna go on a whole rant.
Right.
But Joekaratepro formed, as this hungry martial artist, dedicated guy. I always train. I still train. I said, you know what, Joekaratepro. I'm a karate. I'm a black belt, second degree black belt. I take it seriously. I'm dedicated, and I was like, oh, it rhymes. I like to rhyme too, so it's cool.
Yes. Okay.
So I was like, oh, cool.
Right.
And then now as a personal trainer and all the experience that I have, because I work with kids, I work with seniors, I work with all kinds of people. But my niche is more like the elderly and the seniors. But if you're serious about getting personal training, obviously you can come to me. My services, basically, like I said, the way I train my clients is, basically rehabilitation. And I think a lot of people don't know the difference between, training and rehabilitation training. You know what I'm saying? They think training is dying in every session, and it's not always about getting killed in every session. That's me.
Right.
And it's about building the body, about
strengthening it. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Really strengthening it and taking care of it.
Right. Maintenance. Yes.
Right. Because from my experience, you can train so much, but if you don't take care of your body, you can get hurt.
Right.
So that's the aspect that a lot of people don't know about personal training. Like I said, I offer boxing, martial arts, things that I know that I'm really good at. That's what I kind of offer. And if you want just regular personal training with some therapy, movement, corrective exercise movement, that's what I do. I run my business off of integrity, honesty. Like I said, just when I decided to go back to Monroe Alumni and do all of that and build real relationships, that's how I feel with my clients. I like to build real relationships because you may never know in the future. You know what I'm saying? We all can help each other.
Right.
Like I said, Joe Karate champion. My slogan, like my quote, is "Champions endure, seek greatness." Why? Because, like I said, I know I said it last before, but I went through a lot. I went through a lot because as a black man, they see that, and I'm already a threat just because of who I am.
Right.
And for me to want to seek greatness, they try to make it hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I continue to keep going. I kept going. I faced so much adversity. So I feel like everybody that I train, I'm going to push them to think like a champion, to endure and to receive greatness.
Right. I agree. So if you definitely wanted to find out more about Joe's services, Joe is actually listed on the business directory. So please go to Monroe Connect page. And if you have a business that you would like to showcase, just reach out to the alumni office and you can speak to Crystal, reach out to Crystal. I could definitely have you on the live series. Obviously, Joe has, like I said, he's just been really great lately in just being present, which is really what it's all about. Just being present, getting to know people, finding out what's going on, showcasing what his talents are. So that's very important, showcasing what his talents are. And especially in this climate where, our young Black and brown men are being challenged, for lack of a better word, this is someone you can definitely feel like you can look up to. So it's important for that. Joe, what are some of the takeaways what is something, like, if somebody leaves this series today, what is something that you would like to give them as a takeaway?
I would say just be the best you and find people that will support you. And now that won't just support you because they want something out of it, but they'll support you and push you in that direction. And no matter what, you gotta first want it for yourself. And those people that want it will surround you. You can't look for people to hand you anything.
Right. Okay.
So,
Well, thank you so much, Joe, for joining us today. You know, you're my buddy, so I'm proud. I'm so proud and happy that you took the opportunity. And like I said, I've just known Joe over the last couple of months, so this is exactly what connection can bring, right? He's not wanting anything from me not wanting anything from him, but just building that connection of us being alum and having some of the same thought process of how we want to change not just ourselves, but change our community. And with doing these series also, it's helping us to change you guys by getting you involved, more involved. Just don't think about graduating and then you just forget about Monroe. When you graduate, what do you want to do? Do you want to help support the alum by being a part of it, being about the change, and also just giving back by being present and being involved? So that's some of the things that I can say. I've been, like I said, I graduated in 99 with a bachelor's degree, went on to get my master's somewhere else. So I have been on the board for about 15, 16 years. So I've been involved with Monroe for 21 years. So it's very important for me that I stayed connected. And I'm actually more connected to Monroe, which was my undergrad, than I am to where I went and got my master's degree. So it's important that, as an alum, just be involved. Like I said, sign up for Toastmasters tomorrow, 6:30. Sign up for Coffee and Conversation. We actually have such a good time. And it's on Saturday from 11 to 1. It's not taking a lot out of your time, just 2 hours, and you come on. This week is going to be very important because, like I said, a lot of us have been going through just this different emotional things since we've been on this shelter in place. So it would be good just to come and talk, and it's open. It's a very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Nobody's judging anybody, right? So you can just come, be a part of the conversation, because that's really what it's all about. Coffee and conversation. Bring your best beverage. So if you want to just have water, if you want to have coffee or tea, whatever you want to bring, just bring it with you on Saturday. So Joe, thank you so much. Do you want to say anything else before we sign off?
I want to say to everybody is think, reflect. This is the time to think, reflect, and like I said, and jump on these things, because these programs, don't come every so often. Take advantage of it, and surround yourself with the right people. And one thing I remembered in Monroe College when I was a freshman there, this Professor Moore. I seen him in BJ's. So we were like, oh my gosh, right? You know what he said? And I want everybody to think about it.
Yeah.
Don't think about what you have. Think about what you have. Don't think about what you acquired. Think about your mindset, right? Think about how you think.
Right.
So he said to us in the classroom, he was like, if you're 80 and you hang around with a bunch of 90s, what's going to happen to you?
You're going to start to think like a 90-year-old.
Well, not an age, not age or anything. No, it's not age. It's your mindset.
Okay. Yes.
It's like think of a grade. So
right. If you're a B and you're hanging around with yes, I get you. Right. Yes.
I'm a B, but I'm hanging around with a bunch of A pluses. What's going to happen to me?
I'm going to be an A. I want to be an A.
Right. But if I'm a B and I hang around with C level, I'm going to go down. So that was something I always kept with me until this day. Yeah. And he always said effort.
Crystal, can you take a picture? Crystal, can you take a picture of Joe and I? Yes, it's a safe space.
Great now. Hold on, man. Get me all jacked up.
I don't even.
Get me all jacked up.
It's a safe space. Whatever.
You're breaking up.
I am? Crystal, I don't know if you could take a picture of us. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. Smile, Joe. Can you hear me, Joe?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're moving now. It's starting to move.
Okay, I said smile, Joe. Okay, smile.
It's loading. It's slow now.
Oh, it is?
Okay, I see you now. Perfect.
Yeah, Crystal got the picture. So thank you again. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Smile. Crystal, do you want to do another one so he can smile?
Please, I don't want to look crazy.
I think she got it. I think. Yeah. But thank you so much, Joe. Yeah, she got a few. Thank you so much, Joe, for joining this Tuesday's live. I'll definitely look forward to seeing you tomorrow and definitely on Saturday. But we appreciate you. We should appreciate your support. And thank you, everyone. Now be every other Tuesday instead of every Tuesday so that we can talk about, what the upcoming events are. Hi, Professor Altamirano. So we could talk about what the events are, but I appreciate you guys and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye, Joe.
Bye.
Blessings.
Same here.
Okay, bye. Hi there, Professor Altamirano. I'm trying to actually end it.